Warning. The following video has been deemed as fat shaming in 17 states. Viewer discretion is advised, especially if watched in a McDonald's.
The physique of the NBA player is a very particular breed. They need to be long and they need to be skinny. Look no further than the best player on the planet right now, Kevin Durant, 7 feet tall, weighs about 100 pounds. Or they need to look like a Greek god in LeBron James, 6'9", 280 pounds, 0% body fat. But some of those players haven't fit that mold in their entire careers, or they did at some point and then let themselves bottom out. They look like you, or they look like me when we go to the YMCA, put up a couple shots, and every time we jump up, the t-shirt raises up, or the jersey that we're wearing raises up, and you can see our gut hanging out over our shorts. And we have compiled a team of those players that each have their own respective weight issues, starting with Shaquille O'Neal, the big diesel, the big chubby. Look at that double chin in the picture already. He was a behemoth, a monster, but he never took care of himself. He was always routinely like 340 pounds. Charles Barkley, no stranger to being a big fat. And some modern guys like Nikola Jokic. Whenever he goes to the gym, people ask, do you have abs? And he goes, yes, I have ab, singular, that one blob that sticks out. He can't lose it. That extra 10 pounds of baby fat that just never went away. Luka Doncic as well, no stranger to coming into basketball out of shape. Everyone was like, oh my God, this is going to be the MVP year. He's going to ball out. Then he turned into Hookah Luka and then didn't work out at all. And he's finally, at the end of the season, starting to work his way back into shape. James Harden as well. Now on the 76ers, he really trimmed down. But on the Brooklyn Nets, the last 2 seasons, he was a tub o' lard. Eddie Curry, the fattest man in the history of the NBA. You can't look at a fat player NBA list without Eddie Curry showing up. Zach Randolph. Now he wasn't particularly obese, but he was just one of those big chunky guys, bullied people in the paint with his fat and muscle. Zion Williamson shouldn't be on this list. The dude is like 20 years old, but he decided to get hurt nonstop and eat his way into Mountain Dew commercials. Sean Kemp, aforementionedly known as Sean Clump. He used to be a monster. Then he ate like the Cookie Monster. Boris Dia, another big old chubby guy. He was actually better when he was fat, I think. He became this versatile, positionless player, won a championship with the Spurs when he was a tubby. Oliver Miller, I don't know who this guy is, but he was fat in the past. And Grant Williams, who isn't even fat, if I'm being 100% honest. He's all muscle, but I just needed somebody to fill out the team. And before, he used to look kind of fat. So maybe he's slimmed down now. That doesn't mean I can't call him fat in the past. Georges Niang, affectionately known as the minivan. I mean, you don't get a nickname like that without packing on the pounds. Elgin Blevins as well. Damian Lillard's cousin. I don't even think he's particularly out of shape. He just doesn't look very talented, and he's kind of chubby. And Dyson Nix of the Houston Rockets. He's an interesting case. He was a top 20 prospect coming into last year's draft, and he just didn't care. He cared more about McDonald's than he did about McAssist. It was a disaster. But this is the roster of obese people. We're going to have Luka Doncic at the 1, James Harden at the 2, Zion Williamson at the 3, Chuck at the 4, and Shaq at the 5. Coming off the benches, Nikola Jokic, Eddie Curry, Zach Randolph, Sean Clump, Boris Dia, Oliver Miller, Grant Williams, Georges Niang. Everybody is going to get minutes except for, unfortunately, Elgin Blevins, the GOAT, and Dyson Nix, the hippopotamus. Do we have enough fat jokes in there? Let's see how this team of obesity does. I don't even want to imagine what this team would look like if we had injuries on. Like every other day, everybody would be out for, you know, a muscle pull here or a back spasm there, or just, you know, food coma. Like there would be so many games missed. Shaq would only be able to play 20 minutes a game because he and Chuck were up all night eating at the buffet before they came into. Let's check out the NBA All-Star leaders, LeBron James and Giannis. Of course, 2 guys who are monsters. Did our boys make it? We're just going to skip through all this. For Team LeBron is Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, and Karl Anthony Towns. Joel Embiid was a contender for this list, but he really has trimmed down the last few years. On Team Giannis is Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and Trae Young. For the reserves is Chris Paul. He actually could have made the list as well. He's always been kind of that round shape. Jimmy Buckets, Bradley Beal, Shaquille O'Neal, the big diesel on our side. Donovan Mitchell, Paul George, and Julius Randle. On the other side, Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Darius Garland is first, Nikola Jokic, our boy, and Benjamin Simmons. How are our big tubs of lard doing? We are the best team in the NBA. Luka Doncic leading the way, 18 points a game. super balanced. There's way too much talent on this team for us to do anything other than win. But how are our shooting? Is our arms too heavy to put up the 3-ball, or can we do it? James Harden 42, Joker 46, Georges Niang 38, Eddie Curry, Chuck is even shooting 43%. You'll love to see it. Shaq is shooting 5%. It is what it is. That said, we're the best team in the NBA. I mean, look at us. 48-1. We're so good, they're calling us pie. Is that a fat joke, 2K? That is racist. You can't do that. Leading the league in scoring is Bradley Beal. No Cubbies. Rebounds is Rudy Gobert. No Pillsbury Doughboys. Assist is Trae Young. Steals is Deontay Murray. Blocks is Miles Turner. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. Zion down there at 3. 3-point percentage is Trae Young. Nikola Jokic at 2. And free throw percentages is our man Chuck. That's probably wrong. So we're going to say it's Kyrie Irving. Maybe we should drop Charles Barkley's free throw rating. Is it like a 90? I use some created players, so they probably end up way better than it should be. Yeah, we'll do about 80. I don't actually know Charles Barkley's career free throw averages. Why would I? I'm not fucking NBA Jeopardy. And Luka Doncic, even with this horrible stat line, wins MVP. Doesn't really make sense to me. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Cade Cunningham is Rookie of the Year. Nikola Jokic is 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey, Most Improved Coach of the Year is our boy Mike Stauffer of the 78-4 Pillsbury Doughboys. Gerard Booker looking lean, looking mean. All NBA first team is Luka. Second team, nobody. Third team, defense. Eddie Curry made the all defense first team. What did he do? Sit in the paint? All right, no rookies. We were, of course, the best team in the NBA. 78-4, as you can see. Literally a million times better than everybody else. Looking at the team stats, we were number 1 in scoring, number 1 defensively, giving us a 26.9 point differential. Nice. Field goal percentages, unreal. 3-point percentages, best. Free throw percentages, not quite as good as you'd like. 19th. People were too busy eating than practicing their damn free throws. Looking at the league leaders, leading the league in scoring was Bradley Beal. No Sonics. Our rebounds is Rudy Gobert. Assist is Trae Young. Luka at 8. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Miles Turner. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. Zion at 3. 3-point champion is Trae Young. Joker at 3. And free throw champion is Bones Highland. James Harden at 4. So here we are, taking on the Sacramento Kings. I can't really think of any fat jokes to make about the Kings. I remember back in the early 2000s when they had Hedo Turkoglu and Peja Stojakovic, they were a very unimpressive team. They weren't particularly obese, so we're probably just going to sit all over them. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0 swept away like we were at the buffet last night. Taking on the Clippers. Nothing funny coming to mind here as well. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Good team. We're better. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0. Dominated just like we would dominate any sort of Wendy's. LA Lakers here. I mean, we already have Shaq on our team. He's the only guy that you could really make a fat joke about. LeBron is probably like, he's so skinny, he has negative body fat percentage. This dude is freaky. Spends $8 billion on his body every single year. Look it up. It's science. And we're up 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1 now to take on the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, I don't even think he could be fat if he wanted to. He's so skinny and tiny. Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella. Somehow this team made the finals, and we are going to eat them. 3-0, no, 2-1, 3-1. And how's our boys doing? Trae Young put up 23, 5, and 9. Luka 33, 6. Even on this team, Luka is the alpha. Well, you love to see it. Luka Doncic, NBA Finals MVP. If you can go for 1, you can go for 2. You're not getting away that easy, LeBron. Come on now. Come on, we need to see everybody do this one more time. Melo, you're up to an 81. Dwight Howard up to a 77. You guys aren't allowed to retire. George Hill, no, you got 1 more year on your deal. Eric Gordon as well. Everybody needs to come see this. I almost brought in Marcus Gasol, honestly, to be on this team. It just couldn't work out with the players we have. I could have picked Keldon Blevins or Marcus Gasol. Who's fatter? It's tough to say. None of these are particularly interesting. Don't care about the draft because we're so good. Staff signing doesn't really matter. Looking at the NBA draft combine, the fastest man of the class is Ty Washington and Max Abmas. Most agile is Ty Washington and Alondis Williams. Highest vertical is Ty and Shadon Sharp and Terrence Shannon Jr. and Kofi Cockburn. Highest bench press is EJ Liddell and Kenneth Lofton. And best shot three-pointer, Iverson Molinar, Caleb Love, and Marcus Bagley. I've heard people say that they pronounce the name Kofi Cockburn. I think people do that just because they feel so ashamed of trying to read it as Cockburn. Barry Smith goes number 1. Number 2 goes Chet Holmgren. Number 3 goes Jaden Ivey. Really like this so far. Number 4 goes Kendall Brown. Never mind. And number 5 goes Johnny Davis. Why would Kendall Brown be a top 4 pick? That is horrible. Anyway, we're going to take Kofi Cockburn with our number 1 overall pick. On to rookie signings. They picked up a 69 overall whose name is Isaiah Brockington. Cool. And Kofi Cockburn. Key player options, James Harden declined, so we're going to have to bring him back. Qualifying offers, we'll give him out. I don't even know if we have, I think that's too many roster spots. Doesn't matter to me as long as we bring back the beard. Say that 5 times fast. Wow, look at that contract we're giving him. Good freaking Lord. But you better come back and you better say, I love you. Boris Diaw's gone. Oh no. How do we re-sign Boris Diaw? Boris, come back to me. You can have a no trade clause. We need you on this team. As one of the great, predominant, obese players in the NBA, we need you. Yeah, I love how stacked the position is at power forward and center. Not many chubby guards, let me just say that. That's why it was so impressive when James Harden showed up to camp obese. It was like, what? You can do that? But you're an NBA player. How is this possible, sir? Anyway, who do we have to cut? Let me know. Who should we cut? It's probably going to be Dyson Nix, honestly. Just because he hasn't seen... Oh, no. Let's get rid of Isaiah Flumpledump. We don't need you. Get out of here, Isaiah. Who spells their name that way? And we're going to do some untapped potential here. We're going to say everybody works on their free throw. But in doing that, we rewarded them. We took them out to the buffet and said, thank you. Good job for everything you have done. That means everything is going to go down stamina related. Oof, they put on the pounds. They could not stop eating. Speed is down. Acceleration is down. Strength is up though. There's nothing like that fat strong that you have hustle way down. And that's going to be some changes that we make for this upcoming season just because we rewarded them with what they love most, cupcakes. This is going to be the team: Luka Doncic, James Harden, Zion Williamson, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Nikola Jokic, Zach Randolph, Sean Kemp, Eddie Curry, Boris Diaw, Oliver Miller, Grant Williams, Georges Niang. Kofi Cockburn is not going to make the rotation. Let's see how our boys can do representing the common man. Jason Tatum wins MVP because he was working out in the summer. Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year. Of course, the skinniest man on the planet. Sixth man is our boy Nikola Jokic. Giannis, Defense Player of the Year. Omer Yurtseven, Most Improved. Mike Stowell for Coach of the Year of the 73-9 Seattle Super Fatties. Executive of the Year is this guy. Only made first team, nobody. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. Defensive first team, obviously we're not going to make it. I mean, we get gassed standing up. You think we're going to play defense? Come on now. Looking at team stats, we were still the best team in the league by 21 games. Ridiculous. League leader in scoring was Trae Young. No Sonics. Rebounds is Rudy Gobert. Assist is Trae Young. Luka at 9. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field goal percentages is Robert Williams. Zion at 2. Chuck at 7. 3-point champion is the GOAT Burks. Nikola Jokic at 9th. Free throw champion is Kevin Love. James Harden at 6. How did we do team stats wise? Probably best team in the league, right? Number 1 in scoring. Number 1 defensively, giving us a 22.8 point differential. Twice better than the Celtics. Field goal percentages, number 1. 3-point percentages, 6th. Really? Free throw percentages? Did it pay off? Did all those rewards pay off? It looks like we're still a really poor free throw shooting team. 27th in the NBA. Player stats led by Luka Doncic in scoring. Rebounds was Shaq. Assist was Luka. How did we do shooting wise? Luka shot 38%. James Harden down to 41. The Joker up to 44. Chuck up to 40. Really interesting team. Really heavy team, let me tell you. I don't know how they balance out the buses whenever we have to go to the arena, but they probably have to put, half the guys on one side, half the guys in the other, and make sure that it's all balanced out correctly. Otherwise, one side of the bus is leaning heavily, scraping on the wheels. Oh, no. Up 2-1 against the Kings. Rematch from last year, and we are going to 4-1 dominate them. Now to take on the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, remember, they did have a history of Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph. We took one of them. I think Zach Randolph is he still on the team? Yeah, 90 overall. Like that. And now they have John Morant. They're going in the new direction. They're taking Desmond Bane, dudes who are built like a freaking running back. Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr. They want nothing to do with us. Give us all your fatties. Up 3-0 and 4-0 now to take on the San Antonio Spurs. Deontay Murray, Bradley Beal, Keldon Johnson. I don't think Pop would let anybody get obese on his team. If somebody had an eating disorder or whatever, Pop would just cut them. Anyways, we're dominating up 2-1, up 3-1, and 4-1 now to take on the Toronto Raptors. They didn't have a obesity problem, but they did have a short guy problem, which they soon replaced with drafting like 7 6'8", 6'9" guys. So they have Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., the shooters. Then OG Anunoby, what is he, 6'8"? 6'7", yeah, probably closer to 6'8". Scotty Barnes, I think 6'8", 6'9". Pascal Siakam, 6'8", 6'9". Precious Achiuwa, 6'8". Chris Boucher, 6'9". Malachi Flynn, not getting minutes. Kem Birch, 6'9". Delano Bantan, 6'7". I mean, they have the tallest average team in the league, and we're going to dominate them. So if I can just hop into a game that's reasonably close, I want to get some minutes with my guys before they run out of gas. And we are completely killing them. Going into the fourth quarter, up 6, 7 points. You know, this is enough to blow a lead. 4-point game, 4 minutes left. Why not see how our boys do? Got Sean Kemp in. I don't think there's going to be any spacing. Can I run a Sean Kemp, Eddie Curry pick and roll? Interesting. I think we have the skinny model for Sean Kemp, so he doesn't look all that. And by the way, Grant Williams is jacked nowadays. I think he took some tips from Semi Ojeleye, and he was like, all right, I'm going to become a Greek god in my own right. Give it to Eddie Curry. Back him down. All strength, baby. Look how big Eddie Curry is. Woo, and he misses. He blew the layup. Okay. No Twinkies for you, my friend. Oh, no, they're running the floor. The one thing we can't do. It's a 2-point game. Only 3 minutes left. Okay, we're going to go to the Big Diesel. Bringing the ball up the court. ISO up. Get in the post and bully Pascal. He can't do nothing to you. You know who you are? You Shaquille O'Neal, baby. Show me that jump hook. Too easy. 198. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left. I'm there. Ugh. Left Gary Trent Jr. wide open. There's no way Charles Barkley can run with Gary Trent. It's impossible. But the one thing we can do is post up. Give it to Chuck. Move out of the way. Let's go. Chuck versus Scotty. Who cares that you're taller? I'm wider. Okay, well, he missed that. That was embarrassing. A Shaq, James Harden pick and roll would be interesting. Oh, throw it down, Big Diesel. Look at that alley-oop. That was a desperation. That shouldn't have even worked. Luka showing out, balling out. Fred VanVleet, too little. Do that thing where you put your palm to the floor and you say too little. Look at that. Look at that jump hook. So good. So easy. 104, 101. We got size, and we got size on everybody. Is this gonna be considered a hate speech with all the fat jokes that I make? Is this fat shaming? Are people gonna cancel me? Hashtag cancel Airball. I'm there. Block that shit. Oh man. Diesel just can't catch up. He's too slow. Oh no, it's a fast break. There's nothing we can do in a fast break. Except pray. I'm there. I'm there. Block that shit. MVP Chuck, let's go. Kick it to Zion for 3. Miss. Ooh, Zion made a 3-pointer in 2K. What you gonna do about that, huh? Let's get one more stop. Then we can stop by the Dairy Queen on our way out. Is that enough fat jokes for you? Okay, what happened? What the okay, game. 2K. Game of the year. EA Sports. Playing defense. Scotty Barnes has a 3-pointer in 2K, so I can't really cheat off of him. Zion's, oh my god, he's greening in my damn face. Luka Doncic can't shoot free throws. Oh, it's all bad. It's all bad. Just give it to James Harden. I think he's our best free throw shooter. money. 100%. Too easy. Free throws easy, stationary. You don't even have to set a screen. You just stand there and you shoot the ball. What else could this team want? It's a wonder why Shaq wasn't better at free throws. You tell me I have to stand there? I'd rather not. Is that my Shaq impression? I think I'm gonna die. Okay, let's go. Easy does it. Steal the ball. Oh, I didn't mean to pass it. It's fine. Wow, that's a horrible release, Chuck. Anyway, we're gonna win this game. It is what it is. This team is just too good. 113-109. Absolute domination of the NBA. You don't need to be fit. You just need to be awesome. And we are Luka, James Harden, Zion, Chuck, and Shaq. Undoubtedly dope AF. 4-0 swept. Nikola Jokic wins NBA Finals MVP, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. Now, realistically, I'd say we should go for 3, but I just don't think that these guys are going to be able to keep it together. I think all their knees are going to be blown out by the time we get to halfway of the next season. Carrying 350 pounds around 82 games a year. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.